Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Worst Animes Ever. Now, you're probably thinking, a certain reviewer, I thought you stopped doing that series. Well, as time will have it, I remembered I did this, so I'm going to keep doing this until people, don't want me to do it anymore, which I've got no criticism for that. So today we're going to be talking about no. No, not again! No! No! So unfortunately, Handshakers got another season. Guess Chiburashka finally got the notoriety it deserved. So this is the meaning of life. Well, seen worse, I guess. Okay, I think I'm done with this. So instead of Handshakers, they called it something else? Oh, I wonder why. And I have no idea how it's pronounced. In the show, it's pronounced as Waizu or Wizu.
ワイズだっけ
But there's no I. Either that or I'm supposed to think that this hyphen is like an I, like stylistically. But that makes no sense. Well, this show still sucks regardless. Everything in this is either confusing or just so nonsensical it gets no emotion out of you. At least in the last season it had goals. And this, it's kinda does, but it's more convoluted. I can appreciate the effort put into the main character's conflict. He has a bit more going on other than the other guy. But other than that, everything else is just kinda bad. So in the first episode, we start off with this. For the most part, it looks like they tried to make it stylistic. In the end, it all just kind of comes nonsense. You really could have cutted this out and nothing would have changed. We then get people that I don't know fighting each other. A lot of animes do this. They show you the epic stuff to come, but every time I see this weird thing, I just get confused. Since why should I care about any of these people fighting? You know how Index starts, Tomo's running from the thugs, and Musica saves him, we get some dialogue between them a bit, we get to see the personalities, we get the general idea of what's kind of going on, and then we get like the events from the next day of what happened after their little fight, and get to see how their relationship is a bit later too. That's kind of how you do it, but with this, it just kind of starts and goes back to the beginning. Like, what? You don't go to the end of the series and go back to the beginning. That isn't what's gonna hook me. What it is gonna do is it's gonna make me question why I'm watching this when I've already basically seen the ending fight. The first 5 minutes is nothing but a jumbled mess of visuals, a recap, and people I don't know each other fighting. Wow, what a great beginning. Can't wait to see what happens next. The only real good thing I can say is the music. Seriously, the music is pretty good. It gives it identity. If I hear one of these tracks, I can regretfully say, yeah, that's some Handshakers. Yeah, I watched that. So after 6 minutes, we meet our protagonist, because the last minute was spent showing people dancing to music. To be fair, they were showing us the characters, but honestly, this is the laziest possible way of doing it. I mean, you could have just kept them secret and show them later, not show them horribly animated dancing to the music of the guy. But, I mean, whatever. I just thought this was really just fast. So, the protagonist is a somewhat famous online musician slash record scratcher, I guess. He likes music, does it with his friend, takes music classes. And did I mention he likes music? He doesn't want to fight and participate in the Holy Grail War thing that's going on. So already his character is actually kind of interesting. He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to do his music and uses the world he can go in and out of at will to do his music. You know what? That's kind of cool. Too bad the other characters suck. Well, except for one other. One other's kind of interesting. The two kids, they just want to be trapped in the
Cigarette.
forever and be alone and stuff, which I guess is kind of cool. Two other girls want to hold hands. It's kind of it. The guy wants to be God, and I forget what the hippies want. I think they want to save the cows or something. The other guys from the last season are in this as well, but they serve no real purpose plot-wise. They're just there to help because the protag, needs to win, and he needs the past characters to win because he can't shake hands. He doesn't have a handshaker, which I guess is kind of an interesting idea, but it's still pretty, why? Whenever a handshaker beats another, they get to steal their powers, which is something I don't think was ever said or mentioned in Season 1. Why make it more complicated than it needs to? Just have them transport to the other world and make them have, regular cool-looking weapons, I guess. Why do we need the power to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Real, control chains, shoot giant crossbows, and make gear swords? Why don't they just manifest regular weapons, best suited for the individual? Heck, make the environment more of a threat. I mean, this is a different dimensional plane of existence. Go nuts. Have, a monster appear and they gotta fight the monster. Have, a bunch of shadow people walking around and make it where if they can't touch them or they go crazy or something. No, instead, give them 5 different powers so it's epic. More of the same confusing mess we got last time. As these are the guys that made K, which was actually less of an eyesore, better to watch, and was actually interesting. Hopefully we won't get another season, which will all be called something. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that new Worst Animes Ever video. If you haven't, I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments and tell me to stop doing these, but I usually have fun doing these. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, I have a blog page on notwix.com. I'll link it down in the description. I'll try to post there weekly. Every week I'll try to post something, whether it be video games, stuff, animes, stuff like that. Try to, keep it active a bit. For those that may like that kind of stuff, I don't know. I also have a Discord. Go down, I put a link on my Discord down below. Come join in. We have 5 people really active on that, so it'd be nice to have some more people on there. Well, guys are kind of big weirdos, but yeah, we'll get, yeah, you'll see. but yeah, sorry, I've been a little inactive recently, and got through college. I graduated, yay, and it's been really, really tough trying to do videos, so I'm gonna try and do them, take my time with them, that way keep consistency anyway. Whenever an index thing comes up, I'll just do a random review on that one. They don't really take long anyway. I'm well aware that the next volume of Index is it's gonna be the last of the New Testament. You can expect, I was thinking of doing this before, but I don't know, I may end up doing it still, but I was thinking of doing most disappointing things in New Testament. Kind of talk about the whole series in general, what I like, what I didn't like, for the preparation for the next third final series, I imagine, probably called The Next Revelations, if we're going with the whole Bible theming here. But yeah, pretty excited about that. Now, I originally had an Index 3 review, but it's a freaking trapped on a USB. My USB broke, and I can't plug it in, it freaking freaks out, I can't do anything with it. Eventually, I may have to redo that Index 3 review. I really don't like redoing things when I re-edit them. It really takes out of the mojo I had for the first one going on, so you have to wait for that for a little bit, I'm sorry. But in the meantime, I will be doing a best Index openings video, kind of judge which is the best NX opening. Then I'll probably work on the review again after that one. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave any suggestions you have down below on what if you want to do documentary, what person should I do on, all that other stuff. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.